What's going on, guys? So there were some leaks a couple of weeks ago about this exact thing, and it has now finally rolled out. We have an update for the Google camera. This, of course, is on my Pixel Fold. We're going to try to very quickly go through this application and take a look at some of the changes. The first thing I immediately noticed was, and again, this was in the leaks, these two things have switched places. The button to get into my gallery and the button to switch cameras, or in this case, switch cameras and also switch to the cover display. They had switched places for some reason. Why they have done this, I do not exactly know, but they have. The other big change I immediately noticed is the Material You colors that you can see down here at the bottom. This is my wallpaper, and of course, my Material You color is visible there, and that is also showing up down here. You can also notice video and photo as different categories, right? So we can scroll through the different categories of photography, which is down here, and then we can switch over to video, and then we have our different versions of video as well. Cinematic pan being one of them, video slow motion, and then time lapse being the last. So no more is it just one long continuous stretch of shooting types, video and photo all mixed up. They are in their own categories. There's also the night sight button over here, which you can click on to change to, automatic night sight being off or on. Before, a swipe down would bring up our settings. Now, as you can see, swipe up to access settings, but they still appear at the top of the screen. I don't know how I feel about that. That doesn't really make a ton of sense to me, but there that is. Let's jump into the settings. Do we see anything in here that's standing out to me as being new? There may be something in here that's new, but to be honest with you, I'm not really seeing anything. Let's jump over to video and do the same thing. All of this does look pretty much the same to me as well. Let's jump into more settings, and I believe nothing's going to change. It should be the exact same settings menu as before. And if we click on this button here to switch to the outer screen, I believe that's the same appearance that we had before, and that's going to look exactly the same as well. So not much has changed on that front. Of course, I did just update to this. In fact, I opened up my camera app this morning and it popped up at the bottom and said there was an update available, and that is how I downloaded it. If you are on a Pixel device, I don't know how recent this is going to have to be, but of course the Pixel Fold is there, but I imagine other devices like the Pixel 7, the Pixel 6 probably also getting this very, very soon, if not already. You should be able to go to the Play Store and look for an update there, or just open up your camera app and it might appear. Will this have a beneficial effect on the camera performance? I can imagine people asking that. I would say almost certainly not. That kind of thing typically happens with more system updates instead of camera updates. This, I believe, is just a Material You redesign, so I wouldn't expect a whole lot there. If you're wondering how this looked on the tablet screen, I'll just show it to you here. Basically, that new button is kind of over there in the corner. The switch is up here. That's pretty much what it looks like on the inner screen. Nothing too crazy. Pretty similar to what you would expect. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Again, some maybe like slightly head scratching changes, changing the gesture motion, switching things around seemingly for the sake of switching them around. Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy.